Good afternoon. I bring you greetings from our church. And thank you for inviting me. I'd like to extend an invitation to all of you to the coming 21st day of prayer for the Arab world and the United States, which will take place May 1st, 2010, if the Lord tarries in His return. I'm very blessed to see the text of the conference. It's a wonderful text. I call it the greatest rule in Christianity. Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. But I'd like to introduce by telling you about the settings where this rule is to be applied. So we go to the verse that's before it, verse 1 of chapter 12 of Hebrews. And there we see the apostle saying, let us run. So the apostle must have in his mind a picture of the Olympics in Greece. In particular, the foot run. The foot race. At that time, the entire Greeks were gathered to watch the athletes running. And so it is with us. The setting is that it says, therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us run. And notice the word us. The apostle places himself with us. Those amongst us who would like to be associated with the excellence of the earth, come and run side by side with the greatest apostle. What a great company we have that is running along with us. And before we start, the apostle also points to us that everybody is watching us. All the eyes are upon us. Thousands of people who have gone before us and have already arrived and took their crowns. From their heavenly seats are watching us. Angels, principalities are also watching us. The entire eyes of heaven are upon us. So let us run. And then the apostle also anxious that we should win the race, points to us some matters that may hinder our running. So he says, I don't want you to lose. And he says, let us lay aside every weight. You see, the race is already exhausting as is. But if we are weighted down, we will fail. So we need to lay aside every ambition, every anger, every greed, every selfish desire. These were never worth it to begin with. But if you hang on to them, you cannot run the race. For we need to do like the athletes in Greece. They used to strip down to the bare minimum. So they can fly during the race. Because all we need is to run. And then the apostle as a setting also points to us something else that we need to lay aside. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us.
Și păcatul care ne înfășoară așa de des.
Our original sin.
Păcatul nostru original.
Our tendency to sin.
Tendința noastră naturală de a păcătui.
Must be laid aside and mastered.
Trebuie date deoparte și ținute deoparte.
As filthy garments that are not fit to enter heaven with them.
Ca niște haine mânjite, murdare, care nu sunt vrednice să intre în cer.
Heaven is for the holy.
Cerul este pentru sfinți.
Revelation 21:27 says,
Apocalipsa 21:27 spune:
there shall in no way enter into it anything that defiles.
Nimic întinat nu va intra în cer.
Every kind of sin must be mastered in our running the race.
Orice fel de păcat trebuie eliminat în cursa noastră.
Romans 6:14 says, sin will not have dominion over you.
Roman 6:14 spune că păcatul nu va mai avea stăpânire asupra voastră.
I think by now I must be hearing many of you saying, wow, who can do it?
Și poate că mulți dintre dumneavoastră vă întrebați, cine poate să țină